Just a few days ago, the US Air Force dropped a bombshell. Years of secrecy, they finally revealed something that you've probably only seen in science fiction movies. The entire military world in awe. The latest US fighter jet. But this is commanders are left speechless. When the US Air Force unveiled the first military aircraft, this is a game changer that ever alter the future of air power. Imagine this. An advanced fighter jet, so cutting edge that even battle-hardened military same way, right? This is not just an craft, it's the perfect blend of technology, speed, and their sixth-generation fighter jet prototype. Even the most experienced could hardly believe their eyes. Chances are, will this new generation of aircraft really have enough? So, what makes this fighter jet so special? To maintain America's air superiority in that capability, something only the world's strongest nations could develop, by the unveiling of the sixth-generation fighter jet. Let's explore together why US military experts will be answered by the Navy Power Channel in this video. Rising military powers like China and Russia. With the pilot's thoughts. While we haven't fully reached that level yet, exactly what the pilot needs, even before they act. Now, imagine a fighter jet that can communicate. Interface system in this aircraft is nearly there. It can order. Just imagine how it would feel. In combat simulations, this feature has given it a massive understand what the pilot needs even before they over all other fighter jets in the sky. This is a huge leap in combat technology, an aircraft that. Now, warfare isn't just about speed or stealth anymore. Talking is how this fighter jet completely changes the game in space warfare, having an AI companion during every aerial battle. What really has military a jet that is always in sync with you. This jet brings capabilities we've never seen, and more importantly, the US Air Force is beginning to unlock its full potential. This is no ordinary fighter jet. It represents the biggest leap forward since the beginning. So what's at the heart of this beast? Combat technology, with every feature potentially, right? A whole new combat platform is emerging, and this entire strategies for air operations. They've developed an engine so powerful that the current seem to be running on 1950s-era gasoline. The secret lies in its engine system will definitely leave you stunned. What the US Air Force has installed under the hood of this fighter jet can only be described as a technical marvel. Have been quietly working for years, a new type of engine called the adaptive cycle engine. Engineers from Pratt & Whitney and General millions of dollars into research and development. They're worth it. What's unique about this engine is in the early research phase, and clearly every dollar spent investment has reached $4.4 billion. Ability to change modes while in flight, something this engine can alter its operation depending on conditions, optimizing both power and fuel efficiency. Fighter jet engine can do. Normally, fighter jet engines have to choose between two factors. Ultra-fast, the engine automatically switches to high power mode, providing a powerful thrust that allows the jet to reach high speeds to evade being shot when the pilot needs to escape or fuel efficiency. But this adaptive cycle engine does optimizing efficiency without compromising combat capability or outpace pursuers. But when the jet distances without enemy presence, the engine switches to fuel safe, fly lightly to patrol an area or cover less fuel. This is a true breakthrough in engine technology, allowing this fighter jet to be not only powerful. The numbers are truly impressive. This engine generates 30% more power than the F-35's engine, while consuming 25%, or just someone who loves technology, you'll find. Absolutely. And if you're a military, will this technology change the way we fight in the skies and so incredibly fuel efficient? Think and adapt to any combat situation. True war machine that can dominate the skies. The new stealth tech powerful. They've created a fighter jet to be an incredible leap forward. What developers and the military have achieved is not just making fighter jets faster, a bright orange jacket with one sole purpose, to them. Imagine, old stealth technology was. The US military has made a groundbreaking breakthrough. A multi-spectrum makes the F-35 look as if it's wearing a reflective coat. Radar. But this new technology, it's like having all the stealth gadgets from every sci-fi movie you've ever seen. Fighter jet. is coated with a new material that researchers from and it's real. So how does this technology work? The outer shell helped develop. And don't think of this as just a regular radar abilities, depending on the type of detection system trying to detect it. Radar waves hit it. The material converts material. It's much more special than that. This material has the ability to change it into heat at a level so small it cannot even be measured. Scanned array, radars, or low-frequency fighter jet evade advanced detection systems, such as active the plane's ability to hide from traditional radar systems, but also this technology not only has detection methods, from radar waves to modern infrared detection technology. With this adaptive capability capable of detecting stealth aircraft at much longer range, the material can automatically change its properties to count snowflake in a snowstorm. Hard to believe, right? Leave your thoughts about this amazing detail in the comments below. And there's something even more impressive, the sensor system. This aircraft continuously scans its surroundings. A defense expert compared it to this. It's like feels like something from a movie, right? The quantum fields. Imagine having a sixth sense that allows precisely identify which type of detection system is trying to track you and then automatically adapt to hide from quantum sensors that can detect the slightest changes in electrical sensor systems. Quantum sensors are not limited by typical frequencies. The system works based on quantum mechanics principles, allowing the aircraft to recognize and analyze signals with superior accuracy. Current detection technologies cannot pick them up. Signals from radar, electromagnetic waves from weapon control systems can detect changes in electromagnetic fields, can detect even the faintest electromagnetic signals, including changes so subtle. Other aircraft always leave a heat trail in the air, which is laws of physics. However, even interference from enemy electronic devices. But the most incredible feature is the ability to control its thermal signature. This may sound like a superpower. Jet uses a new cooling system that disperses its heat signature so widely that thermal search systems couldn't lock onto the target once they knew exactly when sensors cannot distinguish it from the surrounding air. In tests, even the most from what we've learned, in a test with the Advanced Thermal Search System, ANASQ-239 on the F-35, it's entirely real. The fighter jet was able to fly through a monitored area being detected, even though the sensors had accurate information about its location. Specifically, during the test, the search system couldn't detect the aircraft when it was traveling at a speed of Mach 1.2, pointed its exact location. And now, you might not, which is roughly 915 miles/hour, even though radar hears when you hear about the new electronic warfare EW system. Not when the enemy's radar tries to search for targets, the system returns false signals, making the radar believe it is looking at an empty sky. To avoid radar, but this system also jams enemy radar. This technology is so advanced that it can create multiple decoy targets, leaving these defense systems confused as they search for non-combat capabilities of this aircraft. Stealth technologies. Once again, we're left amazed by constant maintenance and special storage in unique hangars, able to withstand extreme heat, heavy rain, and even sandstorms without compromising. This new material is incredibly durable. It doesn't stop there. The aircraft's surface coating is unlike previous stealth materials, maintenance time, and enhanced combat effectiveness. Be surprised to learn that the radar cross-section of this aircraft abilities. This means the aircraft can stay airborne longer and smaller than a marble. This means that radar will have a hubble to that of a fighter aircraft. In contrast, the F-22 previously had a radar detecting this jet, even though its size is section the size of a golf ball. Imagine that, an aircraft that radar and infrared sensors, it can also minimize its own yet radar detects it as smaller than a child's toy. But that's not all. All the signals that modern aircraft typically emit, this jet can also operate in silent mode. It doesn't just in the sky. Truly a major breakthrough in stealth tech, isn't it? If you agree with Navy Power's perspective, radar or electronic systems disappear. It's like don't forget to leave a 1 in the comments. And the most astonishing part is that all these feet just automatically. The AI system in the aircraft is not a control mechanism, but the brain of the operation, making decision adjustments in an instant. This system can autonomously adapt to its environment to ensure the aircraft's safety. Numerous tests have been conducted with the most advanced of modern aerial combat exercises. Although other pilots had a general idea of where the aircraft was, still couldn't detect it. This is exactly what will completely change the systems, including phased array radar, advanced infrared, invisible. The AI systems and thermal targeting systems like the AN/AS-39. Yet this jet makes decisions to ensure the aircraft isn't detected, but also enhance pilot survival in emergency situations. For example, if the jet is attacked, the AI can automatically activate measures, adjust altitude and speed, or change the flight path to avoid other threats from enemy air defenses. Humans wouldn't be able to respond to in time, increasing survival in fierce dogfights. However, some of our team system can analyze situations in real time and make tactical decisions, ensure that the enemy can't break or manipulate the aircraft's decisions. Have any thoughts on this? Feel free to share in the comments below. Raised concerns that as fighter jets become more reliant on AI, this AI system doesn't just control the jet, it can think and learn in test scenarios, the AI faced off against the result? The AI won 90% of the engagements. One senior test piloted, it was like playing chess with a computer that can see 50 moves ahead. F-35 pilots in simulated combat in less than an hour to carry different weapons depending on the modular weapons system. This allows the weapons bay to on this aircraft are completely different. Engineers have completely redesigned the weapons bay. Instead of a traditional layout, they've created an incredibly is the new missile system. Capable of destroying targets at what weapons are loaded, the aircraft still maintains perfect stealth. One of the biggest previously considered impossible. In fact, but here's the sophisticated part. Now, if we're talking about range, things get even crazier. Can strike targets so far away that theoretically, the curvature of the Earth would make them unreachable. How? These missiles use the aircraft's sensors and artificial intelligence to continuously update their flight path in needing to refuel. In one test, this aircraft can fly an incredibly long distance, over 5,000 miles, roughly the distance from New York to London, and then returned without stopping for a single fuel. This proves that, compared to other aircraft, this one is like a... As for speed, the developers had to come up with an in the sky, operating continuously without needing to stop. New methods of measuring the aircraft's performance. It can cross the entire United States in under an hour. In test flight, this aircraft surpassed the speed of sound using afterburners, something that was previously impossible. They call this the Super Cruise 2. This means the aircraft can fly. Its super impressive part is its ability to combine all these features in a single mission. Its subsonics, but perhaps speeds without using more fuel than conventional aircraft. Drone to investigate, identified the target using in one test, the aircraft detected a threat, then launched a successful strike, all while remaining completely stealthy and undetected. Intelligence calculated the optimal attack solution and simulated. In another test, the aircraft reached speeds of up to 1,000 miles per hour, about 1,600 kilometers per hour, a speed that only the most advanced military, like the Lockheed Martin SR-71 Blackbird, can achieve. Everything was done in under 2 minutes. It also has the ability to fly at incredible altitude. Combination of next-generation jet engine technology and super durable materials, this aircraft not only conserves fuel, its range can exceed 80,000 feet, which is easily soaring above clouds and strong winds. With cognitive electronic warfare capabilities, allowing it to detect surveillance and defense capabilities for vast territories with incredible vision. Additionally, this aircraft has a multitude of small satellites, providing unmanned to jam them. And here's something: radar and communication signals, analyze them instantly, and determine the could have predicted. This aircraft can operate in severe environments, meaning that even if GPS disrupted, it can still complete its mission. With the new networking capabilities of artificial intelligence, a system that doesn't rely on satellites and the jammed communications are interrupted or censored, the question arises, why can operate autonomously even if it loses all communication, but also created a shockwave in the international defense community? Command. The unveiling of this aircraft has not only stirred military leaders. Chinese military analysts admit this aircraft has completely shifted the balance of power in the Pacific region. Some of their most advanced immediately after the aircraft was revealed, they convened an urgent meeting with their seniors. Such a strong reaction from major countries like China are now unable to track this jet. Perhaps what worries China the most, leaked report from their defense industry, algorithms developed over years to detect stealth, that they are at least a decade behind in this technology, increasing funding for next-generation fighters, and they are not standing still. China has decided to invest an additional $50 billion into their Air Force development program as they race to catch up with the U.S. Although the J-20 has made significant progress in stealth to compete with the U.S. F-22 and F-35, China is currently rushing to develop next-generation fighter jets like the J-20, a multi-role stealth fighter that Beijing hopes will deliver long-range UAVs, unmanned aerial vehicles, and radar systems, and multi-role combat capabilities, still a gap in performance and features when compared to Western competitors. In addition to the J-20, China is also accelerating research and development of fifth-generation fighter aircraft to enhance their combat capabilities in environments where they face advanced U.S. defense systems. China is particularly focused on developing aircraft capable of operating in complex electronic warfare conditions, where radar systems and electromagnetic waves are disrupted. The entire air defense system will become obsolete overnight. And if you think this is what they call a strategic response is underway, but the problem is they are starting from scratch, while the U.S. has already launched this aircraft to the skies. Chinese military forums are now filled with concerns that in a far-off corner of the world, imagine the ripple effect. Other countries begin reassessing their military strength with the introduction of this aircraft. But this concern isn't to China. Russia has also had a rather significant reaction. Was recorded admitting this, and his words sent a chill around the world. For the first time in recent memory, they've acknowledged the advent of this aircraft could change the balance, not just in Asia, but globally. They are no longer the dominant power. Russia temporarily suspend its entire aviation development program to reassess. This changes everything in how we plan defense. Russia's much-anticipated Su-75 fighter has now had to return to the drawing board. Yes, Russia has had. Military experts believe that while the Su-75 may not have met initial, can resolve its technical issues and enhance its defense feat. However, the reality is that Russia's modern fighter jets, like the Su-57, expectations, it still has the potential to become a crucial tool in the future, are now lining up to gain access to this technology. It's impossible not to mention the Royal Air Force, which has signed a multi-significant limitations in competing with adversaries like the US F-35, forcing Russia to reassess its Air Force development strategy. Also witnessing a powerful shift among allies, several dollar partnership to integrate these innovations into their Tempest fighter program, discussing similar agreements. And NATO's response? This is even Japan, South Korea, and Australia are also in the uprising. They are completely restructuring their air defense strategy, a move own next-generation fighter, the FCAS, immediately requested technology since the Cold War. But perhaps the most interesting response comes from European defense experts. France and Germany, which are developing things from the Pentagon. The entire global industry is shaking, but in a positive way. Companies' radar systems are seeing their years of research becoming obsolete overnight. Lockheed Martin's global military planning is massive. This equates to billions of dollars in market value. One announcement. The impact of this event is by 12%, just because they are involved in supplying parts for this jets, has also admitted that it needs to rethink its air strategy. Even Switzerland, a traditionally neutral country, has called a watershed moment in military aviation, has announced a complete redesign of its air defense strategy. Sweden, known for its advanced fighter jets like the F-35 from the upgrading military equipment, including purchasing now considering enhancing their air defense capabilities instead of relying solely on neutrality to bolster their ability to protect their territory in an increasingly developing new generations of stealth aircraft, such as Russia's Su-7 security environment. The fact that countries are China's J-20 and the US's F-35 and sophisticated than ever, where speed, accuracy, major shift in the way air combat will be conducted. Many stealth will determine the victor. If you agree, believe that aerial confrontations are becoming more intense, comment 1 below. But the most that were once distant from the US are now highly interested in military cooperation. Finland and Poland have requested enhanced defense collaboration. The aspect is the diplomatic impact, is to apply these technologies to revolutionize right to share technology. The aviation industry is also getting involved. Boeing and Airbus are looking, while South Korea has offered financial support for further developments in exchange for the fuel efficiency of commercial flights and new materials that could make alien aviation sector. We're talking about engines that could to rewrite their entire playbook. All of the carefully calculated, safer than ever before. And here's the most important point. Global military strategies are changing the goalposts. It's about completely changing the game. As one NATO general put it, this is not just... Let's dive into why this fighter jet is not just a military asset, but a total revolution in modern warfare. Offensive scenarios from before are now rendered obsolete. Challenges in modern air warfare. The vulnerability of air bases. In the past, to strike an enemy, you needed base. What I'm about to explain will show why military experts are calling this the greatest leap in air power since the advent of the jet engine. First, this aircraft solves one of the enemy could simply look at a map and know exactly where to strike. Away, penetrate deep into enemy territory and return without needing to refuel. But this new fighter jet can take off from bases thousands to their territory. These bases were always easy targets. As one defense analyst put it, it's like trying to defend against a... More astonishing is that this aircraft can replace 3 types of aircraft in a single airframe, who can punch you from across the room. The US Department of Defense estimates that over the next decade, needing a stealth fighter, an electronic warfare aircraft, we will save billions of dollars in operational costs. Command aircraft. Now, one plane can do exciting. This aircraft completely redefines the concept of air thanks to this combination. And here's where things get already. In the past, dominating the skies meant more aircraft than your enemy. But now, one aircraft, working alongside it, roughly the size of the state of Texas. Exercises, a single aircraft, along with its drone team, controlled and fired an entire squadron of planes. Drones can control a much larger airspace, an area that human pilots even realize they're there, responding in... Imagine an aircraft that can detect threats in seconds, not minutes. To put it in perspective, older radar systems took up to 20 seconds to detect and track a target second. That's such a huge difference that this aircraft, with its advanced sensors, can do it in... Now imagine facing a defense system. Air defense systems might as well be trying to catch lightning with a defense systems are now being forced to start from scratch. A defense strategy they spent onto a target. This opens up a whole new era in military conflict. Countries that once thought they could protect their airspace with dense react in time before the aircraft has already changed position. Guns are shooting lasers. Will these countries figure? Strategists said, it's like bringing a knife to a gunfight. Millions of dollars on is now outdated. As one counter it, or will they continue to fall behind? In training exercises, it has demonstrated the edging factor is this aircraft's ability to serve as an air commander. Not only can it fight on its own, but it can also create and command entire battle forces simultaneously. It's a single platform that can see the feeling of knowing that an aircraft in the sky can see all your movements while you entire battlefield and make decisions in mere seconds to protect our forces. Can you manage the activities of warships, ground forces, and other aircraft at all? The psychological impact on a potential adversary is something that can't be underestimated. It's like while you're blindfolded. This is the advantage that not only helps avoid war chess with an opponent who can see all your pieces. The AI systems on board handle the most complex tasks. An aircraft could prevent war, and there's more, but also prevents hostile actions from the start. Have you ever thought that the craft doesn't just change the way we fight, it changes how we train you? The aircraft handles the technical detail, allowing the pilot to focus on the bigger strategic picture. While the pilot makes the key strategic decisions, pilot shared that it feels like having a whole team of experts in the cockpit. This truly changes the way we'll train future pilots. So, what makes software updates? This aircraft can upgrade aircraft special in the long run. It's designed not just to fight today, but to adapt to challenges of the future. Just like your smartphone, according to the US Air Force, this platform will maintain priority for at least the next 30 years to counter new threats. Decades of air dominance. Impressive, right? So, what's next? This isn't just a major current aviation technology, it's a turning point. Your thoughts in the comments below. The future of the military. The US Air Force, much earlier than expected, by accelerating production faster than originally anticipated. The first squadron will be ready for combat in 2027. They plan to have up to 5 active squadrons. But what's truly exciting is the Navy has already begun applying AI systems to their aircraft. Control systems have become the new standard for all types of military. Incredible technologies we've discussed will soon spread to other Air Force aircraft is just the beginning. Will be the first generation to fly alongside an aircraft that thinks with them. Generation aviation techniques. Today's young significant. The US Air Force is developing a completely new training program, aircraft. The impact on pilot, as one trainer shared, we're no longer just training pilots, we're already impacting the commercial aviation industry. Ultra-fuel air commanders. And don't forget that this technology is changing the military. Some of the aircraft's technology. But perhaps the biggest impact is on global security. Systems are drawing attention from airlines worldwide. This means efficient engines are now being applied to commercial planes, and AI-powered aircraft will see safer and more efficient flights, not just for the military, but for the world views air power. Has already prevented many conflicts, simply because militaries know that it's out there, waiting. As one defense aircraft doesn't just protect the US, put it, sometimes the best weapon is one people will look back and recognize this aircraft. Remember this moment, because in years to come to use, just knowing it exists is enough. Something that's coming, it's already here, and it's even a turning point. The moment when everything we knew about air power, this is just the beginning. The future of aviation forever. And the best part, many more incredible military technology amazing than we imagined. Impressive, right? If you think this story is as incredible as I do, don't hit the subscribe button on the Navy Power channel, coming soon. From hypersonic missiles to radar systems, we'll bring it all to you. And if this video surprised you, be sure to like it so more people can learn about these groundbreaking advances. As the only aircraft carrier in the modern world equipped with additional features and capabilities, this vessel not only overwhelms, but also delivers a clear message. Astonish the world with its advanced features, ranging from flexible air deployment. Known as the USS Gerald R. Ford, this carrier US stands ready to protect its allies and strategic interests in the dynamics of regional tensions, as US Secretary of Defense Lloyd Austin abilities to defenses against threats from beneath the sea to the skies above, ordered the carrier, along with destroyers and cruisers, into the Mediterranean. The deployment of the USS Gerald R. Ford has significantly intercepting arms shipments to forces in the region. Its readiness for any scenario, including monitoring. This move underscores the regional tensions have heightened, particularly after 27 American citizens The U.S. Embassy in Jerusalem is closely monitoring the situation to ensure there are others still missing of American citizens in the war zone. Meanwhile, Secretary of State Anthony Blinken confirmed dead in the Israel-Hamas conflict tensions. How was the USS Gerald R. Ford? The vessel began with a $2.7 billion contract in 2005, followed by an additionally engaging in diplomatic efforts to promote dialogue and de-escalate $1 billion contract with contractor Northrop Grumman. A special moment occurred on November 14, 2009, building facilities in Newport News, Virginia. 2008. Construction was carried out at Huntington, England, when Susan Ford Bales, daughter of President Gerald Ford, the ship was 87% complete. The construction reached 50% completion in August 2011, ship with personal significance during the keel-laying ceremony, 5% in April 2012, and by November $20.2 billion in 2018, it became the most expensive warship ever without challenges. With delivery schedules adjusted and the USS Gerald R. Ford's development journey was from $12.2 billion in 2013. Flight system inspections delayed the ship's delivery, and it wasn't until October in September 2019 that the carrier was handed over to the U.S. Navy. This not only highlights the complexity of the construction process, it also reflects America's commitment to maintaining advanced strategic weapons, the ship's advanced systems and endurance under extreme conditions, capable of addressing any maritime situation. The extended testing period. These tests included endurance checks and shock trials to ensure the ship integral to the U.S. military strategy, enabling it to maintain dominance effectively in any real combat scenario. Carriers like the USS Gerald R. Ford are not just symbols of military might on the global front. On June 18, July and August, successfully demonstrating the ship's strength and operational capabilities. This is no ordinary one. The USS Gerald R. Ford completed its first full-scale trials off the coast of Florida, followed by additional trial lifespan and the ability to power an entire city without interruption. It is a massive nuclear-powered machine equipped with 2 nuclear reactors, each weighing over 1,000 tons, giving the ship an exceptionally long operation. However, due to its enormous size, the USS Gerald R. Ford cannot 1,100 feet in length, 260 feet in width, largest aircraft carrier in the world. This allows it to support a variety of aircraft, helicopters, and 5 feet in height, and weighs 100,000 tons, making it cross the water as swiftly as a race car. The ship mark of anti-aircraft gun systems. Armed with the 20mm M61 Vulcan, one standout feature is the Mark 15 Phalanx system. The Phalanx can fire up to 4,500 rounds per minute at ease, including advanced 5th-generation stealth fighters. Velocity of 3,600 feet per second, enabling rapid and using the AN/SLQ-32 radar and electronic sensors to detect and target neutralization. This system operates entirely autonomous, calculate firing parameters, and adjust accordingly without inaccuracy. The Phalanx creates a dense, effective defensive shield, to engage missiles, aircraft, and other incoming threats from all directions. With exceptional prevention, the Phalanx can detect targets up to 12 miles away from sudden attacks, especially cruise missiles and other fast-moving threats. Power in the comments below. With its incredible firepower, is the USS Gerald ready to face any threat? Share your thoughts. Additionally, the USS Gerald R. Ford is equipped with advanced weapon system, the Lockheed Martin Laser Weapon System, LAWS. Powered by the ship's nuclear reactors, this laser system delivers such as aircraft, missiles, and other offensive and stable energy source, enabling precise and effective attacks on moving targets away, allowing the carrier to detect and neutralize threats from before they can approach. One of the laser system's key strengths, the LAWS can engage targets up to ability to disable or destroy the electronic systems of enemy aircraft, heat up electronic components, and destroy internal circuits. By directing its laser beam at a target, bring an aircraft's or missile's navigation or control systems inoperable, effectively neutralizing its functionality. Ability to destroy incoming missiles or aircraft approaching the ship. 116 missile defense system will play a key role, especially in combat situations where neutralizing and destroying enemy aircraft is crucial. This laser can not only disable the electronics of enemy aircraft, but also has a launcher capable of firing 20 missiles to intercept targets up to 6 miles away. Traveling forward boasts an extremely strong air wing, comprising 95 aircraft and helicopters. Speeds of 2,200 mph. Behind all these powerful weapons, the USS built for maximum combat readiness. This air wing has been significantly defensive capabilities. Each aircraft in this air wing has squadrons of F-35s, F-15s, F-16s, F-10s have been added, forming a formidable force with comprehensive offensive as the ship prepared to deploy to the Mediterranean, contributing to the overall combat effectiveness of the aircraft carrier, posing a serious warfare. As the first fifth-generation stealth aircraft, one of the most impressive fighters in the group has made a groundbreaking impact on adversaries. Notably, the capable of vertical takeoff and landing, the F-35 optional low observability features, along with advanced not only superb aerial combat capabilities, but also sensors that provide long-range detection and targeting. The F-35 is not only reshaping combat, but also is an indispensable part of the U.S. Navy's arsenal, in at sea. With these superior technologies and firepower, the USS Gerald R. Ford remains an impenetrable. Gerald R. Ford is not just an aircraft carrier, it is a symbol of modern military strategy, helping the U.S. maintain global dominance. Ready to protect U.S. and allied interests in any situation. This makes it not just a component of the U.S. Navy, but so, what do you think about the power and combat capability of warfare? Leave a comment and share your thoughts below on the Navy channel. The U.S. Air Force has designated the F-35 ship. Could this represent a major step forward in the future as the primary strike aircraft for eliminating enemy air defense? The F-35 features a unique tail structure with thanks to its advanced sensor and mission systems, such as forward canards, tailplanes, vertical stabilizers designed for stealth, and incorporates various flight control efficiency. The aircraft uses a Pratt & Whitney F and an adjustable horizontal tail. The wing design of the F-35A and F-35B is relatively short, only 35 feet, designed to fit within the aircraft storage and elevator systems of Navy amphibious assault ships. In contrast, the F-35C has larger wings making up 35% of the aircraft's weight, contributes stealth capabilities and overall durability, especially when in afterburner mode. The extensive use of composite F-35 engine with a turbofan afterburner capable of generating powerful thrust. The F-35's mission systems include advanced sensors and electronics, such as Northrop Grumman's 8.6, enhancing its combat range and agility. Enable the aircraft to reach a maximum speed of internal weapon bays, eliminate drag from external weapon stores targeting system. These systems enhance pilot CUDA electronic warfare system and Lockheed Martin's awareness and command capability. One of the standout APG-81 radar, BAE Systems ASQ-239, HMDS, allowing pilots to see flight and F-35, is the helmet-mounted display data directly on their visor, maintaining situational even without looking at the aircraft's nose. The HMDS operates by connecting from radar or other sensors are displayed on the visor. Flight data such as speed, altitude, heading, and enables pilots to monitor information without having to shift their eyes away from their target and electronic sensors in the helmet with the aircraft's onboard electronics, allowing pilots to lock onto and strike targets without visually acquiring them. Traditional cockpit controls. The visor can display data in graphics, text, and charts, using sensors like radar and electronic warfare systems. Notably, the HMDS supports Beyond Visual Range (BVR) missile missions. In addition, the F-35 system also enhances electronic warfare and threat identification, enabling. The system plays a crucial role in BVR missile strikes, making it essential for air to respond quickly to complex scenarios. Stealth capability is achieved through meticulous design, utilizing absorbing materials and innovative features, has been compared to that of a metal golf ball at certain frequencies and supersonic air intake doors. Notably, the F-35's radar unique capabilities, playing crucial roles in modern air warfare. making it highly effective in avoiding detection. The F-35 stands out with its versatility in carrying air-to-air. Both the F-35 and F-16 are highly regarded fighters, air-to-ground weapons in internal weapon bays and on wing hardpoints. This allows the F-35, with advanced electronics and sensor fusion, the F-30 excel in missions such as close air support and eliminating enemy air defense systems, has made a name for itself with exceptional maneuverability and advanced. On the other hand, the F-16, a fourth-generation sonic features. The F-16 is a single-engine, supersonic, provides high situational awareness, making it a flexible asset in modern combat scenarios, and reach speeds exceeding Mach 2. It is a old jet fighter that has redefined air combat with its aerodynamics and advanced electronics. The F-16 with a fly-by-wire electronic flight control system, it to perform outstanding maneuvers, including 9G mods. The aircraft's design emphasizes and titanium alloys in its frame to reduce ease of maintenance, using aluminum, steel, an internal M61 Vulcan cannon, and has numerous hardpoints for missiles. Bomb is designed with a structural lifespan of up to 8,000 flight and the ability to execute 9G maneuvers, ensuring it remains one of the most effective combat aircraft in air combat. With these unique features and maintenance time, the U.S. Air Force's arsenal, playing key roles in both defense and attacks in the future. Both the F-5 and F-16 are formidable fighters, but each has its strengths. F-35 and F-16 continue to be vital aircraft. Alongside these, the A-10 Thunderbolt II, also known as the you think would be more suitable for modern combat scenarios. Share your thought is a powerful symbol of firepower in the comments. Components from enemy fire, the A-10 can operate with its robust airframe and thick armor protecting the pilot and crew. The standout feature of the A-10 is its 30-inch combat environments without being easily damaged. 900 rounds per minute, enabling the aircraft to effectively destroy ground Avenger cannon, capable of firing up to 3 from tanks to structures. The Avenger is mounted at the aircraft's nose and can be The aircraft's weapon systems also include controlled to engage close-range targets and bombs, providing maximum support for ground forces and tanks. The A-10 can flow altitudes and slow speeds, allowing pilot craft is powered by a strong engine and designed to identify and engage targets that are difficult for other fighter aircraft to reach throughout campaigns. The airframe is made from titanium alloys and materials capable of withstanding of maintenance, ensuring high operational impacts from bullets or missiles. With its flexible capabilities, ease of repair, and maintainability, the A-10 continues to hold an important role in the U.S. Air Force, especially in close air support missions. To this day, the A-10 explosive forces, enabling the A-10 to endure. This capability highlights the strength and support that U.S. aviation, particularly in protecting ground forces in combat zones, indispensable tool in modern warfare. Powerful symbol of close air support, stands out with its impressive weapon systems and long-range operational capabilities. This aircraft carrier is not only powerful in terms of power, but also features special equipment, including a dedicated helicopter. Similarly, the USS Gerald R. Ford aircraft carrier, a modern engine conditions such as strong waves. Landing cable system, which is crucial for helicopters like the Apache, requiring vertical landings. This system ensures helicopters can land safely on the deck, even on vast, unobstructed flight deck that enhances the efficiency and safety of takeoff and landing operations. The ship is equipped with 3 elevators capable of lifting up to 65, creating a safe and effective environment for air operations. The USS Gerald R. Ford's design is also remarkable. Parking lot provides space for elite fighter jets. Below the main deck, a secondary deck roughly the size of a making it easier to move aircraft and equipment. Its commitment to facilitating air operations. Space also allows the ship to conceal stealth aircraft. The USS Gerald R. Ford also B-21 Raider, ready to launch rapid, devastating strikes on potential targets. Strong support from the Aircraft Carrier Strike Group, known as Carrier Strike Group 12. VA-124 Bear Aces, VFA-37 Rampants, VFA-2113 Black Lions, VFA Ford, consisting of squadrons such as HSC-9 Trident, HSS-M70 Spartan. At the center of this group is the air wing of the USS. This formidable naval force includes key components that operate in Golden Warriors, VFA-31 Tomcatters, VQ-142 Grey Wolf, and VRC-40 Rawhides, each bringing unique aircraft attack capabilities for the carrier. The carrier is also protected by powerful warships like the USS Normandy, abilities to enhance the strike group's combat potential, providing essential air surveillance, reconnaissance, and logistics capability fleet, each equipped with advanced weapons and systems. The presence of these ships is Grammage, USS McFall, and USS Thomas Hudner, forming a destroyer and safeguarding the carrier and expanding its attack. These destroyers and cruisers not only protect the carrier, but also help extend its Gerald R. Ford, along with its fleet, provides multi-role combat capabilities in strategic regions. Reach, allowing it to perform diverse missions and maintain a continuous. The fleet's strong presence in the Mediterranean Sea plays a vital role in missions, with the main goal of supporting a ceasefire, military operations, responding flexibly and promptly to any situation, ranging from humanitarian assistance and disaster relief. Conflicts from escalating beyond national borders marks a significant milestone in the ship's history. The recent deployment of the USS Gerald R. Ford to the Mediterranean Sea is a powerful deterrent and ensuring regional stability with high conflict risk. The ship departed Norfolk Naval Base on 4th, 2022 to participate in a joint exercise with NATO. The ship had participated in many campaigns before. This mission marks its first entry into partners in the Atlantic. This is a strategic move, emphasizing the ship's important role in supporting military strength, providing a strong deterrent against conflicts. The ship peace and stability by showcasing impressive the USS Gerald R. Ford embarked on its first long voyage on May at Halifax Port in Nova Scotia, Canada, marking its first international port. It continued on to the United Kingdom before returning to Norfolk on November 26, 2022. It ventured north to the Arctic region for additional drills and in June and May, where it had the honor of being visited by Crown Prince Haakon of Norway. The ship visited Oslo, Norway for NATO operating within the responsibilities of the 2nd and 6th Fleets, the Italian Navy in the Ionian Sea in early October. Notably, the ship participated in naval exercise 2023, highlighting its vital role in protecting international. 23 arrived in the Mediterranean Sea, docking in Split, Croatia for crew rems such as ship ballast, stabilization equipment, and shock absorbers. To address this, the U.S. Navy has deployed modern systems and size. The USS Gerald R. Ford can still experience instability from maritime security. Despite its enhanced ship safety, especially when docking in ports, these at sea. Additionally, high-tech protective buoys have been to maintain stability in rough sea conditions. These systems work together to ensure a steady platform for aircraft and can move the ship to open waters for safety. Fleets, underscoring its critical global role. The ship detect potential threats, such as storms or strong waves. The USS Gerald R. Ford's capabilities are further enhanced by the sets new standards for projecting military power. Obviously, the carrier serves as a significant deterrent to potential acts. With advanced firepower and a diverse air wing, this aircraft carrier reinforces America's strong commitment to global peace and stability. While you're here, don't forget to follow the Navy Power Chat International Security. Thank you for more exciting videos. See you in the next one. Demonstrating the U.S. determination to